Thank you, Sir. The previous member, Sue Moroney, and her contribution, perhaps in the title and commencement clause part of this bill, we should have actually been trying to thread in the word Sue Moroney in there, Sir, because that's pretty much all she's talked about. And so I picked up on a point, and I think it's a vision into the Sue Moroney mindset that she's not always proud of her country, Sir, not always proud of her country. But when she puts a bill up that she thinks a few people think is okay, suddenly she's proud of her country again. Interesting. It's not all about Sue Moroney, though, Sir. And we've heard much about her take on what we should be doing in government. We've heard that any sort of variation other than her non-targeted bill that essentially goes far too far and actually provides support for people that I would argue don't need it, Sir. Because I wouldn't need it. On my income, there's no way that should be available to me. And that's what this government has done, Sir, is it has ensured that the bill that we have been debating, is actually targeted to those who need it and is responsible and actually meets the need. It's not just a blanket mechanism, Sir. And so if we look at some of the situation out there, the support that members of the New Zealand community are provided with, Sir, someone on an income of $50,000 or so with 2 children is actually tax neutral, Sir. It's actually tax neutral under this government. There are actually many people who don't need the sort of support that Sue Moroney's bill would have proffered, Sir. So when we look at this particular bill encompassed in a budget that actually distributes $500 million across the community to New Zealand families, it's actually a very generous package when looked at in totality. And the reality is, Sir, is that while we are debating this bill, it can't be looked at in isolation, because this is a government who has continued to support those who are struggling and those who have been vulnerable for a significant period of time. And much debate has been said about the people that are left out as a consequence of this bill, the most vulnerable. Well, those most vulnerable will be getting $33 million more in terms of supporting the children's team. The visits for under 13s, the free doctor's visits, Sir, are 2 very good examples about what this budget has been about and where this bill fits in a total package, Sir. I have no problem in supporting this bill because I think it helps meet the need in a way that is sensible and prudent, and I actually think New Zealand public get that. They get that this is not about lolly scrambles, they get it's about targeted support. That's what it's about, Sir.
Jan Logie.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. And I rise to take a call in this, the 3rd reading of the budget measures financial support for newborn children.